We all evidently have and still are enduring dynamics, challenges, and traumas that no one is completely aware of or understands the degree of Yahweh above the heavens. Nevertheless, Yahweh has preserved an historical and inspired scripture or scriptures that we can continuously learn from. We can continuously acquire, meditate in regards to, and practice so that we can continue to grow to our greatest potential, flaws and all, and experience some type of peace in this life, flaws and all. Everyone responded differently to their experiences. Everyone perceived things uniquely. At times, people are responding to perceived instances rather than actual instances, or a little bit of both. This is human, this is natural. This segment is not to forever shame, blame, or point or look down on anyone. We all are humans, and we all have challenges, and we all have areas of strength and needs areas where we can evidently have the opportunity to continuously explore and grow in. That's totally fine. Much love to everyone out there. Much love to every priceless miracle out there. Nevertheless, it's important, working with younger children has helped me to realize how important it is to explore the mental health and emotional health at the earliest stage, and to continuously plan or work hard to make note of the children's reactions and set up an opportunity for them to continuously grow in their social, emotional, and also develop as well as in their mental and emotional health and well-being. And how do we do that? Well, evidently by continuously making ourselves aware of mental health. We all evidently have endured dynamics, and we still are enduring dynamics and challenges and traumas that no one is completely aware of, and everyone responded uniquely to that. The brain is such a vast and mechanism, I guess you could say. It's so much that we can store in our brains, and we can also, based on different various science research, we can also be able to heal our brains and to heal, within ourselves. Because if you think about it, when we cut ourselves, what happens? Our body immediately goes into a mode where it's doing itself to protect ourselves. It's doing all it can to protect ourselves from getting infections, or it heals. It immediately heals. And it's the same thing with our heart, and the same thing with our mind. We can heal it. And just because all of science doesn't agree or didn't discover enough information that can motivate them to do more research in regards to it, or to conclude certain things, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. With Yahweh, all things are possible, evidently, as long as we remain proactive about our wholehearted prayers and supplications. We can pray for things, but if we're still engaging in things that continue to keep us stagnant and regressive, then how are we going to progress? Are we doing the deep breathing? Are we doing the lidded pace walking? Are we doing the journaling and making associations between when triggers occur, and continuously exploring and discovering and practicing healthier and more practical ways to gauge through those triggers? We all have them. It's totally human. However, there are healthier ways to gauge through them that won't multiply our problems or challenges. Are we refraining from the overuse of drugs and alcohol? Or are we continuing to quick fix to those things that actually do add on to our challenges and cause us to go into more of a mental health challenge? Are we refraining from binge eating, or eating every time we feel emotionally challenged or emotionally stricken? Are we doing the deep breathing once again through our nostrils and exhaling through our mouth and our nostrils? Are we eating according to our body chemistry as much as we can afford? Are we refraining from being around people and environments that we've evidently are striving to outgrow, that we've leveled up from. Not to look down on anybody, because none of us are better than each other, but life is evidently, the trees teach us about growth. And when they grow, they continue to expand in a way where they're not going to keep themselves in a situation that stifles them. They'll do whatever they can to spread in a way that keeps them thriving and surviving. And the same thing when you plant a seed. Once it starts to flourish, which I'm going to do, you repot it into an environment where it can continue to grow to its greatest potential. The same with us. We can learn a lot from nature. In addition to that, are we continuously jumping from individual to individual and trying to quick fix through them? Because we're putting ourselves essentially at risk for STIs, some of which we cannot cure. I mean, there are cures, but we may not have discovered it yet or have access to that. Pardon me. And you don't want to give yourself an STI on purpose. If you can avoid something, why not? And not to say that we still can't get unforeseen sicknesses and do all we can, but if we can prevent some things, why not? You're worth it. You're a living, breathing miracle. We all are. Also, are we continuously gauging with people where we can pour more of a balanced dynamic with each other? And the individual or individuals are not just exhibiting to want something, but they also are, because Jehovah does say that a friend is there during distress and so forth, but that goes two ways. There are times when we're all going to need what we share. So that balance, if we're all striving to have that balance of love and reasonableness, then we can continue to thrive and survive. We're living on a shared planet. Now, in regards to narcissistic, and I don't want to label anybody because I'm not a healthcare professional. I'm just an individual who continuously makes myself aware of certain things. And growing up with priceless family members who struggle with mental health challenges, I've gotten to have a passion and be motivated to continuously learn, relearn in regards to mental health awareness, so I can continuously treat them with the love that I have in my heart for them. And with these challenges, untreated, what we noticed is punching glass, cutting, a lot of cursing, mania episodes where you're okay with them and then they go back and forth into cursing you out, antagonizing you without the treatment. So I made it my aim to continuously, and also with another aspect is extreme paranoia, as well as just showing a challenge in regards to healthy self-awareness and tending to blame people in a way that exhibits to hinder them from an opportunity to grow and flourish. In regards to that, I'm continuously learning to not judge, because in an instance, we all have something because of the environment pollution, because of, we're all born in sin and we all are being affected by pollution in different ways of the air, of the land, of the soil, even the plants and animal life. And so I have, asthma and I have allergies and sometimes I have bleeding challenges. And I'm doing all I can to gauge through that. So some people were affected physically by things, and at times we all struggle with our mental health. But some people have long-term mental health challenges. And we're not here to condemn you. We're not better than you. However, just like I do all I can to treat the situation, there are natural herbal, medicinal, treatments. Also, you may have to take something that's not medicinal, or not herbal. That's quite okay. Whatever works and doesn't cause more side effects than benefits. Okay, so with this situation in regards to untreated or inconsistently treated personality health disorders or health challenges, and from what I continue to acquire in regards to that, these individuals have an ongoing challenge with healthy self-awareness, accepting continuous healthy accountability, spiraling out of control, regulating, self-regulation challenges, as well as when it comes to NPD, untreated, in regards to that, treating people like they're just self-service tools just to serve their more evidently self-absorbed wants. Some of it is not even needs. They part of me may squander their funds frequently and not manage their funds and mishandle their bodies, and then go to other, manipulate other people habitually to quote unquote quick fix them. And this could be the case also in some perspectives with untreated or inconsistently untreated BPD, along with other things that may be going on. The person evidently seeks out individuals to quick fix through, or to find someone to love them for them. But we all know, when we're ready to learn this through habitual evidence, that someone could be showing us all the love they can in their heart. But if we don't continuously strive to love and get to know Yahweh above the heavens, first and foremost, who teaches us a more balanced and healthier, accurate aspect of love, and take that love and develop that healthy love for ourselves, then it will be weary when it comes to loving other people. And we're going to be evidently putting unreasonable demands on them, and nothing they do will quite measure up to our likings, because we have an unreasonable or more imbalanced view of love. And just like that person gets, we get tired and we get overwhelmed, that person's human too. They're not no superhuman. So Jehovah gives us a more balanced view of love. And also within used to untreated personality health challenges, specifically NPD, this individual, when they fear part of me, tends to be more self-assuming, and feed into habitual fabrications, habitual assumptions, and project quite frequently than the average individual. And this person may behave evidently like you owe them something. And so if you're not doing what they feel you should be doing, which you're not ultimately obligated to do, then they can do things like habitually smear your reputation. They can do things like to that degree where it causes you to be isolated, and it causes you to have more challenges on your job while you're already working in a challenging situation. It can cause you to lose opportunities that you need to continue to survive. It can cause you adamant distress mentally and emotionally if unchecked. In addition to that, they can also be inclined to use you and continue to habitually manipulate you and guilt shame you and make you feel responsible for their habitual mismanagement of their funds and mismanagement of their body and life. So you're in a saga of unhealthily, if you allow yourself and don't make yourself aware of unhealthily enabling an individual and not really helping them to grow to their greatest ability and potential and seek professional assistance. When they seek professional assistance, they're able to continuously practice healthy self-reflection without beating themselves up, because we all have areas of strength, once again, and areas where we have the opportunities to continuously explore, discover, and practice healthier coping mechanisms and habits in regards to. It's human. It's okay. We're not here to forever condemn you. But if that's not going on a regular basis, then likely that person will be heavily blinded of themselves and continue to continuously project and blame. Not to say that things did not happen, but some of that is us. Some of us are at a very blindsided perspective of ourselves, and we do things that also foster more of our challenges. And so there is nothing wrong with continuously exploring healthier ways to manage through our emotions and healthier ways to recognize that we're not the only ones going through things. We share a world with individuals that are all going through challenges that no one completely knows and understands like Yahweh, Jehovah. I just saw a blue jay. Hold on. So beautiful out there. I'm seeing like blue jays and some unique type of birds. I love nature. But anywho, It's very essential for us to teach mental health awareness at the earliest stage. And if we notice a pattern with a child having more of a challenge of getting through certain things, because we all go through things and it's natural to